making the start with Max Beagle, number 11, and Jack Avery at midi. Haven't seen Jack play at midi. He's been playing at attack most of the season.
Down there, huh?
It does look like Sharkey is in, number 5.
He's been bothered with a back injury. Maybe he can't just get up and down the field.
That might be. So they've moved Avery up to midi, and they moved Sharkey down to attack. And joining him on attack is the freshman Lincoln Moore, number 22, and, of course, the sophomore, number 3, Connor Noon. Moore and Noon have just been blazing a trail of points, goals, and assists.
Yeah, they've been doing very well. Here it is right here.
Here they come on the move. Yep.
They do. They move well together.
Oh,
that's a little rough. That was tough.
Connor tries to slot one in there.
Wasn't a
lot of room to work with. Nope. That gets away from Avery. Now Beagle on the chase. He has it. Foxborough maintains possession. Rounding out the back end on the defensive end, we've got the 3 juniors of Ricketts, Jansen, and Kerrigan on the long poles. And in net, as always this season, freshman Adam Adesh.
Rode him out of bounds.
And Beagle rides number 24. I do have a list here. We'll see how well I do at keeping up with it. I don't see a 24 on the list, though.
That's a good start.
That's a 34. There we go. Brendan Cross, senior defenseman.
Here's a goal from Connor.
Goal quickly for Connor Noon, and Foxborough on the board with 10.5 to play, 1-0.
Looked like he just took a feed from behind and
here comes a replay on that goal from Noon.
Just attacked the net.
Quick cut to the up. There it is.
Nobody slid in time to get to him.
And that's going to be, if that defense doesn't slide over and pick him up, it's going to be a long day for the Tigers.
That's a layup. It's a tough spot to put your goalie in.
Pender's back out to take the next face off. Joining him up on that midfield line, freshman Ian Foley, number 8, and long stick middies, number 17, junior Matt Grace. Pender's away with that one.
Nice.
And a kick, and a sludge, and a little bit of extra effort.
As long as he's pointing the right direction, the ref's pointing the right way.
Off goes Foley, off goes Penders. Moore with the ball, slots it around to Noon. Noon at the X, taking stock.
It looks like they're in a zone. You don't see that much in high school lacrosse.
That pass is wide.
They're packed into like a 2-1-2 or
they sure
2-3.
are, yeah.
You don't see that much in lacrosse.
I don't know my lacrosse zones, but that definitely is
very similar to basketball. Same idea.
That one I know. That one I know.
Exactly what that is. 2-1-2 or.
They definitely had it all packed in there, filling the lane. Somebody's been watching the Foxborough tape for the runs.
A zone's fine, but kids get to tend to watch. They ball watch when they're in the zone when they're not covering someone.
Turnover here by Foxborough on a long pass, not connected. Sharkey sliding up on Remy Crichton. He makes the pass back to number 12, Jake Manthus.
Nice check.
Grace with a good check, pops the ball loose. Number 8, Ian Foley, I think, on the move. He pulls it back out, and he slides it over to number 21, Tony Sullivan. Slides it back to sophomore, number 4, Finn Stapleton. And around the court we go. Moore to Noon, back to Moore. Moore gets a look, takes the shot. Ball swings wide. Sharkey with the ball on the rebound. And he feeds it up to Sullivan. Sullivan over to 14, Sully Keneally.
Yep.
And then down to Stapleton. And again, we'll work it around again. You're right here, Rob, though. You see that really packed middle.
Yeah.
They're going to make Foxborough take shots from outside today.
Yeah, if we keep doing that, then
Sullivan tries to slot one inside to Sharkey. Not there. Moore with the rebound.
In that zone, I don't think we can force that middle like that.
Well, and you're seeing it. They're getting pulls on it and creating turnovers. Number 1, Noah Islieb is the goalie. Whoa, that's a long pass for incredible pass there. Good bid, doesn't finish. Gets a little extra body on the defense there. Good job by Foxborough.
We can't let a guy behind us like that.
Kerrigan with the ball. He launches it to the center of the field to Adesh. Adesh now looking for his target. He's got number 4, Stapleton. Stapleton on the move. He's got what is happening now. We have a whistle. Timeout.
I think Coach. I don't think we've seen the zone all year, so I think the kids are a little
Confused by it.
Yeah, I think Coach's going to pull them aside and
Explain it.
probably come up with a few plays that work against it.
So that means it's been a couple of years since we've seen it.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. Like I said, you don't see it much in high school at all.
Well,
I've seen it a couple times if a team's getting blown out. They just pack it in.
Seems like we got a stick check going on over here too.
Yeah, I think they check on it every whistle. I believe they check one from each team every whistle.
Huh. So yeah, as we were saying, OA, I looked them up. Lone player with varsity experience is Remy Creighton. He's number 5, and he had 60 points as a sophomore. So
wow.
You're expecting to see him, and he has been starting out just as advertised. He's got at least 6 goals so far this season for a team that's averaging about 5 goals a game.
The only one score I saw was, I think, Olive Ames. I think they beat Attleboro, correct?
They did.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that one quick.
They are 1-4 on the season. That 1-4 represents a game against Mansfield, which is always a beating,
game, yep.
right? For everybody. They did put up good numbers against Attleboro, 12-5. They took that win. North Attleboro beat them twice.
Okay.
And King Philip. So they've had their like us. They've had their run through the Big Hawk.
Yeah.
And that's now done for them as well. It's a good opportunity for them to put that past them and just focus on the Davenport,
nice.
Which is clearly what they're starting with here today.
And I imagine North Attleboro they were always good. They got plenty of kids over there.
So North Attleboro is 2-2 on the season if the stats are right that I was looking up, which is always a question mark. It's always a question mark, depending.
It's online, right?
Only as good as the source. Exactly right. But they're 2-2. They've been off to a good start. They're 2-0 overall in the Davenport, as is Canton, as is Foxborough. Foxborough, Canton, and North all tied at first. OA, Sharon, and Stoughton all tied at fourth, 0-2 in the Davenport.
So I think you'll see some movement instead of just forcing it in the middle here. I'm sure Coach cleaned that up.
Well, let's see, more around to Noon. Noon back over to Beagle. Beagle to Sullum.
Yeah, there you go.
Sullum low to Avery.
Yeah.
To Moore, to Noon, to Stapleton. Stapleton tries to back end it in.
Tough shot.
Not there. That ball's going to continue to roll, and it does to number. Oh, we have an offsides apparently by Beagle.
No, I think number 7 stepped out of bounds.
7's out of bounds. Okay.
Well, I've seen that.
I was going to say, Beagle can't be offsides. He's the midi.
Yeah, we haven't seen that much, though. I mean, we've seen that a lot with the out of bounds here. It's tough. The kids get confused because there's so many lines. We got the soccer field, the football field.
Turnover by Doug Oliveira, attackman senior, becomes Foxborough ball. We bring it back down the other end. It goes wide on a shot. More to reset.
So I think you'll see Finn active in the middle there. Yeah, we'll see Pitt bouncing in and out.
We're using the big man.
Yeah, Louis in there. I think they'll be bouncing in and out of there.
Moore swings it over to Noon. Dangerous pass, almost broken up by Brendan Cross.
Yeah. Oof.
Noon out to Moore. Moore tries to uncork one from the 20-yard line. And now we have a scrum on our side of the field for the first time as see who comes away with it. Ball is loose. Sullum has the ball. He's looking for space. Swallowed up. Ball is loose again. Stapleton with the ball. Somehow we managed to hold on to possession. Stapleton brings it back to the center of the field. Working it round. He's down low to Noon. Noon to Avery. Avery now back down on the attack.
With Subbins, I think.
Moore up high to Beagle. Beagle to Sullum. Sharkey in. Stapleton out. Noon flicks it back to Avery at the X. Moving it around to Moore, to Avery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys there. And Avery drives it through for a goal.
You know what the problem was? They were all playing defense with their sticks. Someone puts a body on him there. He went through 5 guys because they're all playing defense with their stick.
That's okay. I'll take it. And with that, at 6.5 to play in the first, it's Foxborough 2. Oliver Ames 0.
We don't want to see that on this end.
Correct. Here we're going to see on the replay here, you see Avery come through 1, 2, 3, comes back in, 4. Stick low, goalie low, he comes in high.
It's a good move if they're going to let you in there.
Pender's back at the face-off. Kicks that one loose. Long stick face-off. Not, again, something else we don't see that often.
Yeah, I usually see that later in the game if teams are not winning face-offs.
It's the assumption that I guess that you're not going to.
Correct. And then you're just going to play defense.
Owe swings it around. Kerrigan on the ball now. And then up to 26 is Jack Sullivan.
You say 5 is their scorer?
5 is their returning varsity player. They have a couple of guys who are dangerous. Remy Cretin sort of leads the list though in terms of experience. And you see him just making that cut in there and then step back out. Here they come. There's ball low. It's scooped out. Scooped back up by number 7, Doug Oliveira. And they reset again. Oliveira to Crichton. Crichton down low to number 6, Wyatt Frickman.
Marky Jansen on ball.
And now to 15. 18. Ben Reardon. Crichton with the ball now, looking to get something moving. He does. Swings it down to the wing. Coach is calling out the players on the backside for the defense.
Someone's going to take a run here.
They are working it around with an incredible show of patience.
More than I have. Somebody go. It is a game of possession.
21, Ross Carroll. Ross Carroll, one of the players who's got a few goals there for them, a senior, number 21.
I think they like this matchup.
And here he comes.
He's quick.
He is quick. That ball bounces. Saved by Adam Adesh. Ball is loose.
Net is empty.
Net is empty. Adesh gets it out. Nice job by Adam Adesh. Gets that ball out of there, and off to the races goes Ian Foley. Ian Foley with a quick dump. No, broken up by the defense. Again, Brendan Cross.
It's a good ground ball.
Good scoop up here and reset by Sully Keneally.
Push it. No one's
down to
him.
Connor Noon. Connor Noon lets one rip, but that is wide and left. Stays Foxborough ball.
I don't think they want to let him shoot from there too often.
Here we'll see that shot wide just uncorks from there.
He doesn't miss many
in fact,
from there.
Not only do they not want to see him shoot there, he's ducking.
Yeah.
So that's a good instinct. That ball's coming out hard.
Yeah, he won't miss from there too often.
And we got another timeout coming here. At 4 minutes to play, 2-0 Foxborough. Let's see what's gonna
kind of a slow
get
start.
Talked over. It is. It is. Well, it clearly OA is operating on a possession approach.
Yeah, they get the zone and run down here, and then down here they're running definitely possession offense.
So that's going to be two things we haven't seen yet this season. Certainly different than the free-for-all, run-amok, high-paced offense that we saw opening the season with Franklin. That was off to the races approach. So it'll be interesting to see. This could be if this is a possession game, you want Foxborough to just keep chipping away with building that lead. Great day for lacrosse here at Sam Burns.
It is beautiful.
Have a few folks here watching the game. If you're watching from home, because you like to listen to Rob and I, that's your choice. But you can certainly watch it live and listen to us.
See that? I got a good mute button.
We have faces for radio.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can watch it live and in person and listen to us. Just put in headsets. It's easier. But yeah, to your question earlier, Rob, we've got so Remy Crichton is certainly a guy who's been hot on the scoring brigade. Doug Oliveira's got a couple. Let's see, Frickman has scored a couple. Ross Carroll has scored a couple. So those are the names that keep showing up on the sheet when you're looking at OA's efforts so far in the first 4 or 5 games that they've played. And it'll be interesting to see. Those are the ones we're watching as things are progressing here. All of those guys, juniors or seniors now, with some JV experience in the past, with the exception of Ben Reardon, who's a sophomore, which means like Noon and Stapleton, he's making his varsity debut this year. from the lost season. Noon now swings it over to Moore. Again, that kid, number 34, Brandon Cross, does a great job of keeping that stick up high on the pass. He's got he's in position to change that possession up and steal that ball.
Good sized kid too. They got some good sized defensive.
Stapleton down to Avery. Avery back up at the midfield position. Slides to Beagle. Beagle to Noon. Noon looking for it. He sees Sharkey. That ball is swallowed up, though, by the defense.
Closes quick in there.
It sure does. Well, especially when you're not socially distant. Well, the big excitements here of the game.
Nice play.
Nice play indeed. Ball on the run. Ian Foley dumps it. Ball's wide.
It's a good look.
Beagle on the chase. Can he catch him? That ball now possessed by Ross Carroll, number 21, one of the guys we were just talking about. He passes it up to Crichton. Kerrigan working on him.
Nice.
Ball's loose. Excellent job by Dylan Kerrigan. Ball gets behind him, though. And now we got to catch Crichton. And he is de-twigged by number 17, Matt Grace. Excellent job by the Foxborough defense to kick that ball up. Avery now on the ball. He slides to X to Noon. Noon looking for options. He's got one. Oh, ball gets away from Stapleton. Scooped up by Beagle. Beagle slides to Sullivan. Sullivan over to Moore. Moore looking for space. Nope, down to Noon. Noon slides it around to Avery. And Avery picks up his second of the day.
Almost a carbon copy of the first one.
Foxborough 3. Minute and 50 left to play in the first. Well, we'll see. We're going to have them superimpose them. Again, he comes in. He's got to work his way through three guys there. But this time he goes low. Changed it up. And it comes away with the goal. Grace, Penders, and Foley out for the face-off. Avery, Moore, and Noon slid back to the attack positions. Jansen, Kerrigan, and Ricketts in the defensive position. And Adesh in goal. That's going to be scooped up by Matt Grace. He's looking for help. He's got it. Slides it over to Foley. Foley with the ball. He slides to Penders. Penders, got a sub change coming here. In comes Sullivan. In comes Sharkey.
Certainly winning the possession game on the faceoffs.
I've had some pretty good success with that so far this season. Good success on faceoffs against Sharon. Nice slide in. Not there for number 10, Avery, looking for his hat trick. Oh, lots of that's going to leave a mark, but Foxborough not able to stop the ball.
Some chopping wood.
That ball slides high up to 21, Ross Carroll. Carroll looking to make a run. He runs into Kerrigan. Kerrigan forces the pass. Pass slides down low to Ben Reardon. And then back around and up now to Ben Cohen. And now over to Doug Oliveira. 14, Sully Keneally riding him.
Good defense. We have 15 in the quarter.
Jansen on the ball. Now down low, Sullivan on him.
10 seconds.
And hearing it, calling it.
Crease.
In the crease. Foxborough gets away with one there.
That'll be the end of the quarter.
That will be. Yep. Foxborough dodges a bullet on that last bid. And at the end of one, it is 3 Foxborough, 0 Oliver Ames. It's off to a good start.
Yeah, I think that zone defense is keeping away in the game, and like I said, that possession offense. Tough to open up.
The de-twigging, they say in the booth. Here it comes. So you're going to see Dylan Kerrigan just making that stick his own and moving on. Ball still rolling around. Foxborough comes away with it, and off they go to the races. The de-twigging, as it is. Very exciting for the Foxborough squad in the beginning of this game. That's always the when they do their winter practices or their winter skills work. That's the thing I hear about when they come home is did you get de-twigged?
Yeah, they go crazy when that happens.
They sure do. When Nick was a freshman, he had to go to one of those events against the likes of Pat Stapleton and Pat Kavanagh. And
hang on to your stick.
Right.
Hang on tight.
He learned early that you better just super glue the thing onto your gloves because they were going to decapitate you if you didn't.
Some big guys taking swats at you. You can't play without a stick, so it's a good defensive tactic.
It is. It's highly effective. It's highly effective. And as we learned earlier this season, if the stick's offsides, you're offsides.
Yes, we did learn that over in Franklin. I've never seen that one.
I have never seen that either. But who knew that the unheld stick is the extension of the player?
Correct.
Well, the refs did, I guess, but that was enough for them.
One of them anyway.
Yep, right, right. A few more folks coming in to catch out the action.
Yeah, getting out of work, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's that is the hard part about the good part about COVID, I guess, is that it makes it easier to get over here to see a game if you're working from home still. But if you're on the road and back to life as it was, it's these 3:45 games can be a bit of a challenge.
They certainly can. I remember the freshman games used to start even earlier, right? The freshmen.
Right after school.
Schools. Yeah, it used to be very tough.
Right after school.
Tomorrow night, we're same at OA at 6:30, I believe.
So tomorrow night, yep.
One,
so
right?
so again, this is the Hockomock approach is to do a home away, and so we're here tonight, and tomorrow night they go right back to work. And Oliver Ames will host us.
I think it flip-flops with the girls, right? They're probably playing at 4. We're probably playing at 6:30.
That might be what it is.
Yeah, flip it.
That might be what it is. So OA is. We don't have a lot of night games though.
No, we don't.
There are really only two. We have the OA game tomorrow night at 6:30, and then we have a game against, I think it's against North. That's at 6 later on in June. So that's that is most of our games are at that 4 o'clock slot.
That'll be good tomorrow night, though, for the kids to play under the lights.
Absolutely. Great feel.
It's always fun.
Great feel for them to do it. So we got Grace, Penders, and Beagle back out to start at the midi position. We have our returning defense squad of Jansen, Ricketts, and Kerrigan with Adesh and Net. And on attack, back to the settled attack line that we're used to seeing of Avery, Moore, and Noon. And we are ready to start the second quarter. Comes a face-off. Again with the long pole for OA. Penders is through.
Good job.
He's got it.
Looks like he's got that figured out.
It's
different a matchup each game, but
it is. But he's been working on it.
He's
been working on it. The funniest part is watching him go to do the stick change.
Yes.
Sometimes that stick comes out of that scrum looking upside down and sideways. Yes. Noon with a quick rip.
If we can shoot from there, that'll have to pull out that zone. If you can shoot from the outside, they can't pack it in.
Connor picks up his second goal of the game. A very, very quick rip. Here it comes on the replay. You see they work it around. They dump it low to Connor. Connor just uncorks it from the side.
They've been giving us that shot, but if he's going to make him pay sooner or later.
Well, keeper's been fortunate enough to have a couple of defensemen there with sticks in line. So if they're going to see that slot, then you're going to start seeing a lot more shots coming from Moore, Avery, and Noon. Penders again with the face-off. Ball is out. Penders is under it. That possession is Foxborough. Penders with the ball. Here we go. He slides that over to Sharkey. Slides off the field. So we have Sullivan, Beagle, and Sharkey on the field now for the middies. Attack staying the same, moving the ball around. Avery with the ball now. He slides it over to Noon. Noon looking for somebody through the middle. He wants Sharkey in the middle. It's not there with that zone. Avery on the move again. It's not there. He slides it up to Beagle. Beagle slots it over to Sullivan. Sullivan to Noon with a step and then step back. Sharkey with a step and a shot. Not there. He gets the rebound over to Noon. Noon looking to get some distance. He does. Woof. I don't even know how he was looking at the net on that shot.
Thing was moving.
Sure was. Connor Noon completing the hat trick before the halftime. It is 10:37 to play here in the second. 5-0 Foxborough.
Did a good job moving his feet.
Just keeps coming wide around. Stick is out and high on the extension, and
top shelf.
Top shelf. Yep. I don't know if the goalie was screened there, but certainly it was a solid rip from Connor Noon. Pender's up and under. He's got possession and is on the move. He's got it. He slots it to Avery. Avery pulls it back out. Pulls it back out. He's looking for... Nope, they're switching places with Lincoln Moore. They're sliding around.
I think you can see how important the faceoffs are.
Possession helps. Possession helps. Tony Sullivan over to Stapleton. Stapleton to Noon. Noon cranks one wide. Stays Foxborough ball. Avery will get us repossessed.
They better get on his hands or he's going to keep shooting.
Oh, he's got a flavor for it now. Avery down to Noon. Thinking about his options. He hits more high. That ball gets away. Ball is loose on the ground. Sullivan has possession. It gets away from him. Then to Stapleton. Stapleton driven to the ground. That's going to be possession Foxborough.
Push from behind.
Stapleton with the ball. He slots it to Sullivan low. Gets away. Sullivan recovers. Sullivan over to Avery. Avery down to Noon. Avery looking back up to Avery, to Noon rather. Yeah, to Avery, excuse me. And now the ball is loose in front of the middle. Keneally trying to get at it. He can't. Ball is away. Remy Creighton with the ball and on the move. Oh, he is fast.
Wheels.
He is fast. Look at him go. Ball's pulled back out. It's 21. Ross Carroll. They got a line change, and the ball squirts away.
That's a tough turnover.
That's going to be a tough turnover, I agree. Number 11 up and over. Ben Cohen not able to connect.
They worked hard to get the ball back.
It's a great move by Creighton. You saw
he can move.
Fabulous wheels on him. We're going to give it back, though. So somehow it looks like we maintain possession. Sharkey keeps control there. Slots it down low to Avery. Avery up to Moore. Moore to Beagle. Beagle around to Penders, then to Noon. It's probably our most experienced lineup so far that we can field. Noon wide all the way across to Avery. It's not there. Beagle with a chance. That shot is there. He does not take it. Penders slots it around over to Noon. Noon, filthy. Filthy. Oh, my goodness.
I think he shoots better moving his feet when he's moving.
It's that little scoop shuttle thing he does. It's really unbelievable to watch. Connor Noon with his 4th goal of the day.
Very rare to see a kid shoot better moving.
It's true. Here it comes. Penders with the pass. Noon slots, pulls back, and flips it.
You can't put it in a better spot.
But it doesn't even look like it's a shot. It's just...
It's moving, too.
It screams whatever.
Yeah.
It's
nice.
Sullivan on it. Foxborough still poking away at it, and they got it. Beagle with the ball and on the move. 2 men trailing him. He pulls back around. Flips it over to Stapleton. We got a sub on the line. Out comes Sullivan. In comes Penders. Penders, Stapleton, Moore, Noon, Beagle, Avery up on the attack. Slots around to Penders. Penders right back around to Noon. Noon to Stapleton. Stapleton to Penders to Noon. Behind the back to Beagle.
He's having fun.
Beagle down to Avery. Avery to Moore. To Penders. Gets away. He comes back with it. To Noon. He fakes. He turns. He really wants to do that flip shot again. To Moore. Long pass collected by Avery to Noon. Noon underhanded back to Avery. He's just toying with him over there now. Avery looking to drive in. It's not there. He is swallowed defensively. That one gets away from Penders. He recovers. Low to Moore. Moore with a shot and a laser. And Noah Isley not able to climb over to get that one in time. That's a goal for Lincoln Moore, and that is 7-0 Foxborough. 6:40 to play left in the second quarter.
They're going to have to extend that zone out a little more now that we're shooting.
They're going to have to make some adjustments at halftime now that folks are not so intimidated by that anymore.
From this angle, you can see where he's looking to.
Just laser rips it in, inside, high, right past, just right past Isley's stick as he goes to make that play. They fed on the I believe he's a lefty goalie.
Yes.
Penders with the face-off win there.
Opposite.
You saw them just play into it and go to the right. They played the weak side there on that shot. Penders lines one over to Sharkey. Sharkey down to Noon. Noon round to Moore. Moore to Avery. Avery back out top to Penders, to Sharkey, to Moore, to Noon. He's playing with it now. Noon to Penders, to Sharkey to Laser. It is out of bounds. Remains Foxborough ball. Avery with possession. Under 6 to play here before the half. Avery with the ball, maintaining possession. He dumps it out to Moore on a bouncer. Moore holds on to it. Round to Penders. Penders over to 14. Sully Keneally back to Penders. Down to 5. Sharkey over to Moore.
Pushed in that.
Over to Avery. Extends to make that pass. Up to Sharkey to Penders. We're moving around again to Noon, and they reset. Here comes Connor. Flip shot, grounder low.
Now we'll go low.
Putting on a clinic. Connor Noon with his 5th goal of the day.
Goalie had to be thinking high. The last 3 or 4 went right by him.
And that was a dribbler.
Yeah.
He
bounce shot,
he bounced it not just once. He rolled that ball in. Here we're going to see it here. Connor coming around. 1, 2. Back of the net.
Tough save to make.
Worm burner on the turf. Connor Noon picks up his 5th of the day.
Got to get your stick down in a hurry to save. That's tough.
Tony Sullivan to take the to take the face off. Still have to stop and remember which one I'm talking about.
I always say Louis. I can't help it.
And he pops that one out, and he's on the march. Quick dump
nice
to Avery.
look.
Avery with a quick shot, slotted in. And Jack Avery on the board with 3 today, his hat trick.
Flag, I don't know what slash.
That's assessed on the defense.
Yeah.
Goal will count. Here it comes. You see it popped right up. It's just Sullivan to Avery. Avery uncontested. Time to... I mean, how are you going to be contested? They're on the fly off the face-off on that.
They had numbers.
Hard to play. You had numbers, and they were on the march. We're going to have a timeout here. Talk things over before the next face-off.
They had numbers. We dished Avery, and no one slid to him. And
well, by the time that defenseman in the middle started to make the move, Avery was set, and he was ready to rifle that home. So he had his choice of options and spots there to go with. But so far in the first half, it has been all Foxborough working their way around that zone and managing to maintain significant amounts of possession. As it is, they've opened themselves up to a 9-0 lead.
They've certainly figured out that zone in the second quarter. I mean, what was it, 3-0 after one?
It was.
Yeah, it took them a little while to adjust to it, but they're doing a good job now.
Well, and you're starting to see them break it apart a little bit too, as OA is realizing that they're not going to be able to stand there and pack that middle quite the same way and have the effect now that they're shooting from outside.
And we're hitting the cage. Early on, we were missing.
Agreed, right? But that's and you know, it's not a new story. Foxborough, who has had 67 goals on the season so far, for about 13 and a half per game as an average so far. It's the same story that you're used to seeing when you look at the scorer sheet. Noon, 5 goals. Avery, 3 goals. Lincoln Moore, a goal. That's your 9 right now. But those 3 names are the names we're saying all season.
And those are your attack guys. Those are
Right.
the guys that are supposed to be scoring for you, and they're doing a good job. Middies are getting possession.
I'm getting a lot of questions about what de-twigging is about. That's all I can tell you is it is forest friendly. That's it. This is not anti-environment. In fact, speaking of anti-environment, Ben Ricketts, I understand, who's out there right now on the defensive line, is walking through. I'm watching number 6. That's Ben Ricketts come through. My understanding is he's laying lumber to attackmen. Literally, he's carrying hickory.
Is he?
On that pole?
Nice. They do have wooden sticks. I haven't seen many kids use them. But
well, apparently, in a fit of individuality, Ben Ricketts is bringing the Iroquois Nation habit of sticks back to play.
I don't think the attack kids like it too much. It does hurt. They say it hurts a lot worse than the metal.
Oh, I think that's exactly why you're seeing them use it.
I'm looking at it now. I've never noticed, but
there's my fun fact for the day. That's
a good one.
That is a hickory stick, is what I am told. No word on whether or not on how he came to possess it. Hopefully, it's not the hard way, but we'll see. All right, timeout is over. We are ready for the face-off now. Pender's out to take the face-off, and we are switching up. Ben Cohen moved to the outside. We have a short stick.
That's good.
Face-offman. Not sure who that is. I didn't see the number coming in. Ben Cohen now slotting back out. All kinds of reorganization happening.
They have that penalty from that.
Right.
The 11's going off to serve it.
Well, yeah, they've got a man down in the box serving it already, right?
But they
had too many men on the field. Ball is down. Face-off is on. And away comes away with it. Nice jump to keep the ball. Give credit where it's due. If I can figure out what that number is. Their numbers are like a block. It's all.
They're tough.
I'm gonna give credit to Ben Reardon for that, but I don't know if that's. I couldn't tell if it was 12 or 18.
Yeah.
So Jake Manthos or Ben Reardon, congratulations. That was a good face-off. Long ball up to Stapleton. Stapleton on the move. Penders goes to the sideline to try to get a stick change going, but Captain Paul Andrews is over there dancing with Penders' other stick. So we'll take a moment and question what's happening for the summer gala ball, sunset ball that Paul Andrews is working on his dance moves. Pity the girl who's dancing with him at that dance. I thought you were a short midi stick. Lincoln Moore with the ball. He slots it out to Avery. Avery looking for some room. It's not there. Moore drives it home, and that's goal again. It's just, there's something Foxborough is having great success building up. When you look at some of those younger kids, right? You're watching Noon and the things he can do with the ball when the ball's in his stick, right? And then Lincoln Moore's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a good size kid.
So here it comes here. You see Avery slots it down, and Moore just bowls his way in.
He doesn't look like a freshman.
No. I mean, that's exactly where I was going, Rob, is you get a kid who has got his size and physicality and just comfort around the net. He's not intimidated by anybody.
No, he's a good football player. He's used to banging around in there, so he could certainly take a hit and give a hit. So He's definitely not afraid to get in there.
Yeah, and they're seeing it, and that is exactly part of the success that he's bringing to the Foxborough
It's
squad.
amazing the freshmen. What a good group. I mean, they're feisty. They got a little of everything. They got some speed.
They've stepped right in. Number 26 for Foxborough, Jack Sullivan, getting on the field as the long stick.
Sullivan Keneally with the ball. He's another freshman.
Coming out now. In comes Sully Keneally and Finn Stapleton with Max Beagle on that midi line. Beagle with the ball. Slots it over to Sullivan. Sullivan down low to Stapleton on the wing. Back out to Sullivan. Sullivan over to Beagle. Beagle back to Sullivan. We're just playing patty cake now. Up to Finn. Down to Moore. Moore over to Avery. Avery thinking about his options. He slots it back to Moore. Moore thinking about making another run. He pulls it out to Avery. Avery attacks to inside to Sully Keneally. That ball bounces up and over the net.
It was a good play by the defender.
It was. And
get a body on him as you shoot.
Back to the keeper. Noah Islieb, sophomore keeper.
5.
And no one on him, so he is uncontested to the ball. Remy Crichton looking now to get something going for the Tigers. Over to Ross Carroll, back to Crichton. Beagle stepping up on him. Crichton trying to come around him. He does. And Crichton gets on the board. Slots one past Adam Adesh right at waist height. And Remy Crichton picks up his first of the day. It is 10-1 Foxborough. 2:30 to play in the half. And here we're going to get to see that shot as Crichton comes around Beagle and just slots it home waist high.
I think Adam would like that one back. That was right waist high, stick side. He gets most of those. He's done a good job for us, too.
He has. Again, as a freshman, too.
Yeah, it's tough getting put out there on that, but he's done great. He's going to be a real good goalie.
It's in his blood.
The future looks good for these guys. Can we get Penders and Beagle to get a COVID year, maybe?
That's a red shirt COVID year?
Yeah.
We'll have to put in a request to the MIAA. And Penders comes away with that face-off. Line shift for the Foxborough middies. They swing it around down on attack, and Penders, Sullivan, and Beagle in the mix. Noon, right to the stick. Good bid. Noah Eslieb right there. He makes the save. They're looking to feed
wide
one
open
long.
over
And
here.
yep, Remy Crichton wide open. Here comes a bid, and that's a goal for number 7, Doug Oliveira.
5 to go, Temple. Started swinging some sticks.
Well, we'll see if that is assessed anywhere.
I think they're both going to go.
Kerrigan's talking it over with the ref. Here's the goal, though. You see just jailbreak as Remy Crichton pulls back out on Dylan, and then Doug Oliveira finishes. Oh, and a huge slash and push by Remy Crichton. Oof. That was a lot of what we would refer to as extracurricular. And he's going to go to the box, and he's going to sit, and he's going to be locked in.
They got Dylan, too, on that, which is surprising.
They told him to take his time and take his helmet off and stand over there and think about what he's done.
I don't know how he slipped behind the defense like that, though.
He was yards away from anyone. Yards away.
Dylan slid away from his guy, and that's who the guy that scored the goal, because obviously he had to.
They're still talking things over there. The ref wants to see something else. I think warnings have been administered. Oh, and here we're going to get a bird's eye view of the goal.
Yeah.
Look at him. I mean, how did he get down there? He took a bus.
I mean, that's a check. I mean, whatever, might be a little late. But probably doesn't have to stand over him either.
Probably not, but neither of them are a call for the titanium across the knees.
I'm just glad we didn't see a retaliation.
It's good show by Dylan Kerrigan to just stand in line. He is locked in over there on his side as well, however. And Foxborough will take possession just for the...
That means they got an extra.
That's right. It was theirs was more offensive.
Yeah, they must have got 2. We must have got 1.
You're out and you're ugly too. That's what that was.
That's the only reason we would have possession.
Avery to Moore to Noon. Noon saying I could split both those guys. Noon fires it to Avery. Avery wide.
And that stuff tends to happen. They get frustrated. It's 10-2, so sometimes kids get a little frustrated. It happens.
Seems awfully likely that we're locked into this through the rest of this quarter.
Yeah.
And Moore drills it home. He took one in the back, but manages to put it home for his 3rd goal of the day. It is 11-2 with 1:16 left to play here before the half.
Going back to the seniors, Paul Andrews would really help us too.
Here we're going to see.
Yeah, again, he just beats the.
Yep. He just beats his man.
Almost like
he
a dunk.
Takes one right to the back there.
Yeah. He's grabbing his
you could
back
see him
too. Yeah.
come up holding that.
I think we're going to be taking a lot of them.
Yeah, Paul Andrews, you might get 2 COVID years out of him.
Right.
He's injured this season. We, hoping that we'll see him before season is over.
He would help us a lot too.
He would.
We're not very deep on the defensive side of the ball.
He is one of those guys like Nick Penders, 4-year varsity player. So Penders scoops that one out, tripped up. He's going to take possession.
That is 12, I think.
Number 12, Jake Manthos, who is now hustled off the field. Penders with the ball. He slides to Beagle. Beagle fires one away. That ball is out of play. Avery there on the line. Foxborough maintains possession. Avery working the ball.
Got 1 minute left in the quarter.
Up high to Beagle. We are in good possession, good shot opportunity, clock killing time here. Noon with the ball. Moving it around. Fiddles and faddles, diddles and daddles. I feel like watching Connor Noon is my equivalent of being Johnny Most.
Everything's even.
Interesting. I thought that would have taken longer. Efforts at decapitation. Stapleton trying to work around Crichton. He does. Down to Beagle. Beagle, high pass recovered by Avery. Low pass recovered by Sullivan. Out to Penders. 15 seconds on the clock. Ball gets away. Penders with a nice save. Scoop over to Noon. Noon looking to make a move before the whistle.
Oh, that's a good move.
And Sullivan drills one home.
2 seconds left. That's some good feet there. He made a quick move.
That was excellent recovery, excellent flip, good presence by the offense to keep that ball moving around. And it is 12-2 here at Sam Burns Stadium with 2 seconds left to play. Here's the move.
He makes a quick move to the right.
Oh,
gone.
There it is. Yep, nice and low. Drilled it low. Good job, Tony Sullivan. Sullivan. Good job, Louis Sullivan's brother. God, it's not that hard.
Yeah, I get them too. I can't get them straight. 5 taking face-offs.
And to close out the half, Penders with another one. Remy Crichton there to kill that clock and does. And we have come to halftime here in Foxborough. And it has been pretty much all Foxborough at 12-2. Interesting seeing both scoring opportunities for OA come on those wide open sort of breakaway moments. Whatever that breakdown is that leads to that miscommunication.
You know what happens sometimes? You play because attack and D can only play on one side. Well, they stay on one side of the field, but when they switch, sometimes you lose your guy. So if they could have a D guy, an attack guy covering him, and then they go over, and he thinks he can't go over.
Sure, that's a good point.
They play that little game.
Yep, that's an excellent point.
That's the only thing I could think of because he was wide open both times.
That level of jailbreak was significant.
Breakdown and coverage.
Boys all circling up, regroup, talk about what's next. We got 9 minutes on the break. And so far it has been all Foxborough. We've got Again, to recap, we've got 5 by noon. We've got 3 from Avery, 1 from Sullivan, and 3 from Lincoln Moore so far to start us up. So it's been a very strong first half for Foxborough. They just continued to pound the offensive end.
Yeah, like I said, we scored 9 in that second quarter. What's that, in a 12-minute quarter? So he scored almost a goal every little over a minute.
Goal every minute and minute 20, minute 15.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good. So listen, we're going to take a break, and we will be back in 8 minutes for the second half. Thank you. All right, it is welcome back to Sam Burns Field. We are here for the second half of Foxborough Oliver Ames, and we are getting ready to start off. It is coming out of halftime. It is 12-2 Foxborough to OA. If you are watching on your TV screen, then you will see Foxborough going from your left to your right, and OA in black going from your right to your left, at least for this quarter, and then we'll mix it up on you next time. So I am Kevin Penders. I have the privilege of being here and talking to you about the boys' play, joined by Rob Kerrigan, and we are ready for the second half. Nick Penders to take the face-off against OA. Illegal motion by Oliver Ames. Penders wins the face, and off we go. Starting again for Foxborough here on this lineup, we have seniors Max Beagle, Nick Penders in at midi. They're joined, as he just got the ball, by sophomore Finn Stapleton. And on attack, as punctuated by having the ball now. That one gets away from Lincoln Moore, and keeper has it. So we're going to have a transfer of possession here. But Connor Noon, Lincoln Moore, and Jack Avery, freshman, sophomore, junior, taking charge here for Foxborough on attack. Now coming back on the defensive end of the ball, we have Penders on the ball now. Ball is loose, brought to you by Dylan Kerrigan, getting in the mix on that one. And he sticks and shows that he can fly, and he is moving and shooting. And that ball is going to be possession OA.
Not a good shot.
Well, it was irresistible. Defenseman must shoot.
You could tell.
So on the defensive end, three juniors, Dylan Kerrigan, Mark Jansen, Ben Ricketts, and in net, freshman Adam Adesh. Here comes OA with the ball. Twigged by Connor Noon. Noon races to the net and tucks one home. That is a replay if we can get that. If somebody wants to know, getting a lot of questions during the halftime, texted to me about what is twigging. So let's show them. When you guys are ready, we'll do it. No, I'm not rushing you. I'm just saying let me know when you're ready and we'll do it. So that is a text. Here it is. Textbook, classic, twigging. See, like a branch on a tree that is cut off. There it is. No more tree branch.
I think did about 4 twirls in the air, too.
It did indeed.
That was a good one.
On that face-off, still scrumming loose. Ball is down. On the ground, still on the ground. Avery with ball. Nope, possession. Foxborough. Ian Foley coming away with that off the scrum.
We're winning most of those 50-50 balls.
Penders down to Noon. Noon over to Moore. That is Connor Noon's 6th goal of the day. That one gets away, and OA comes away with it. Low pass, Moore can't collect it. Ball is out. Foxborough has possession.
In numbers.
10 to Beagle to Noon behind the back pass. Not there for Moore. Oh, what a crazy pile of passing that was. Avery to Beagle to Noon behind the back to Moore. Incomplete. Saved by Noah Isley, number 1. Excellent work by him to stay in that and maintain possession. Now he's up to number 21, Ross Carroll. Carroll getting ridden by Mark Jansen.
Dylan's covering number 5. This could get a little interesting.
Then Dylan Kerrigan and Remy Creighton. Kerrigan stealing the ball from Creighton there.
He's going to get hit
Creighton
again. He's
coming right
swinging.
back at him. Nothing like another 2-minute major among friends. And that ball is loose, scooped up, back to Adesh. Adesh looks long. He's got Stapleton, and off they go. Ooh. Tomahawk chop.
Swing. You can't swing.
Yeah, there was a wind-up and everything. And Ross Carroll is going to be spending some time in the box. Avery blocked. Noon still comes away with it on the pass. Noon high to Beagle. Beagle drops the ball. Just rolls off the back of his stick as he's winding up his shot. That one gets away. Ball is down. Change of possession. And we're going to go
21, I believe.
21 on a slash. Yes.
The ref's got to get control of this. It's going to get ugly with the score the way it is. And
13-3 here.
Sticks
2,
flying.
excuse me. 13-2 here in Foxborough. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Got a ways to go.
And we'll see here. High pass from Beagle to Moore. Moore slots it around. Low to Avery. Avery back to Moore. Over to Beagle. Beagle to Penders. Penders to Avery. I've been saying Avery the whole time. It's Sully Keneally. Now to Sully Keneally. There we go. Back to Noon. Noon thinking about doing a behind-the-back pass just because he can. And instead he slots it up high and he hits Lincoln Moore. For Moore's fourth on the day.
Another top corner, I believe.
It was top right. Yep, I believe that's right. Here we come. So Noon slots it high. Moore, top right. Moore shooting from a position we haven't seen him shoot from today.
Yeah, he's usually down low.
He usually isn't up high, but he was slotted up.
On the man up,
top.
yeah. The man up, I think he does slide up.
Sullivan with the face-off. Illegal motion. That will be Oway's ball. And Jake Manthos comes away with it. He slots it over to number 9, Dylan Couples, I think. I think it's 9. And the block number. Oh, that one gets away. He recovers. Foxborough on chase. Jansen keeping him up high. Now Sullivan on ball. They slide low. Kerrigan on Crichton again. The whacking continues. Crichton trying to move around, get some motion. Looking at the ref, seeing how kind of running room he's got. He comes left. Ball is out. Ball is out again. And Kerrigan, for those of you who are playing from home, D twigs. Sullivan on the move. Down to Noon. Noon slotting around to Moore, where we're used to seeing him now, back at the X. Moore looking for options. Moore looking for options. He slides it around to Avery. Foxborough just slowing the play up now. Avery back down to Moore. Around to Avery again. Not there. He slots it up high to Sullivan. Sullivan over to Stapleton. Stapleton to Foley. Foley down to around the world. And so it goes. It's like Duck, Duck, Goose. There's Avery. Sullivan uncorks one. Bounces low but wide. That will stay Foxborough ball. Has Moore there on the line for possession. And they restart here. Noon high to Stapleton. Stapleton, low pass recovered by Sullivan. Sullivan to Avery. Avery back around to Sullivan. Over to Stapleton. Slide to the left. There it is. Now down to Moore. Moore back out to Noon. Noon is hot, looking for an option. They've got Foley baited in the middle there. Rob, I don't know if you can see that.
Okay, he's bouncing back and forth, yeah.
And Stapleton with a bouncer lasers one in. But yeah, they're using Foley to slide in to keep in the middle of that zone.
It's almost like, yeah, he bounces back and forth. So they have to keep those bottom two guys.
Finn Stapleton picking up his first on the day. Bounce passes here. You see the bounce one just slotted to the right. Again, Isley there, but I don't know if he's screened. It's hard to see.
It is from here, yeah.
It's hard to see. Braden Simino making his appearance on attack. Number 23.
It's 7 on the wing.
Number 7, Lance Vandenboom, making his appearance in this game. And Matt Grace on the long stick. Nick Penders with a face-off. Penders looking to move the ball around. He's got Avery. Avery to Moore.
23.
Braden Simino.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep. Freshman.
I didn't see he got put on attack.
He did. He's up on attack. He got some time in the Attleboro game the other day as well. It's good to see him out on the field.
Yeah, it's a great experience for all of them.
Beagle looking to move the ball around. Well, we've seen a defensive shift here, haven't we, Rob? The OA defense is up high now.
Yeah, they came out. At the beginning of the game, they were just compact.
Right. Avery slots one into Beagle, not there. Simino comes away with it. Oh, he bounces one over to Sullivan. Sullivan swings it to Penders. Penders fakes the shot, slots it to Avery. Avery slots it inside to Beagle, not there. Can't control, and that ball is out. More reminding the keeper that he's there. That ball's quickly moved along. Ball's down. Sullivan with it.
It's good defense by Mark Jansen.
And now it will roll out of bounds. That will be OA ball. Yeah, Jansen met him right up there at the 50, kept it high.
And when he caught it, he was all over him. So it looked like Coach got Dylan out of there on that matchup. I think he saw enough of that.
And in his place is number 26, Jack Sullivan, freshman, playing at defense. Here they come. Number 7, Doug Olivera with the ball. They slot low again to Remy Crichton. Brickett's on him now. Old Hickory.
I was going to like that much better.
Everyone else I know calls them Brickets, so I don't know. I don't know which one's
Is that a
improvement.
basketball term? Or
No.
can he not?
No. I think it was just, phonetic. I don't know. Jansen riding high on 21, Ross Carroll. They flip the ball loose, gets away.
It's a good hustle.
Foley on it. They come away with the ball. Ball's down. Jansen on the check. OA holds on to it. Olivera with the ball now. They work it around. Crichton working on Ricketts.
We're sorry he's got wheels. We're sorry he can move. So.
Oh, he flies, yeah. He's being
He's got to get the open space.
Deliberate on his opportunities there, but Olivera with the ball. He sends it down low. Low. Ball gets away. Who will be there to scoop it?
It's over and back.
That is over and back. And that change of possession, patience. They were being patient, but careless pass there gets away, and Foxborough comes away with the possession. Beagle with the ball. He's looking over. He's got Penders. Penders down to Avery. Avery looking at his options, sliding around. He slots low to, I believe that's Lincoln Moore still. Yes, it is. Braden Simino hits Simino. Simino to Beagle. Beagle comes away with it. Over to Moore. These freshmen, guys like Braden Simino who are very new to the game.
Yeah.
Getting the opportunity to get some real, to get some real experience against guys who are going to be angry at them by the time they come in the game with the way some of these games are going. So that will true on-the-job training there.
It was a real varsity minutes.
OA looking to get a little distance. Jansen riding high on the ball hand.
Looks like they're warming up another the goalie too. over there. So
Yep.
we're going to see
Looks
him
like
in the
we're going to
fourth
see
quarter.
Nate Ehrman in the fourth quarter. If things continue on their current trajectory, we're down to 30 seconds here in the third.
Beagle's got wheels, too. He can run with this kid.
Well, we're going to find out. Remy Crichton's on the move,
That kid's got-
and he slots one, but it slots wide. That's going to stay OA ball. The problem for Beagle is he's got to get running backwards
Right.
on that move there. Crichton's got him on the first step. That's wide and high. Who's going to come away with it? Oh, look, Remy Crichton.
It's over and back.
But still the fastest guy to get there.
Oh, yeah. Can't move. It's one thing you can't really teach either.
No. Can't teach speed or height. I am evidence of both.
His son's not. Both of them.
And here comes Bid. Nope. Moore launches that one wide to close that quarter. And Braden Simino looking for his assist there. Did you see that?
It would have been nice.
He was ready. And out comes Nate Ehrman. Somebody's going to have to tell him he has to go to the other net. But,
True.
Nate Ehrman, freshman, will be taking over goalie duties for the fourth quarter here. We are 12 away. It is 15-2 Foxborough over OA as we enter the fourth quarter. Not a lot of variations on the story in the third. More of possession game, Rob, but
Yeah.
still you're seeing
A little less shooting.
a little less shooting. Yep. We did end up with a couple other guys getting on the scoreboard with Sullivan and Stapleton picking up goals.
I think you'll see in the fourth quarter they'll try to get some of these kids like Simino and any of those kids playing down attack. They'll try to get them the ball near the, see if they can get them a goal.
I think one of the things I enjoy watching with this squad is, you got a couple of seniors. We have two seniors that are dressing right now. Both of them are on the midfield side. You don't see them forcing a shot just to put up stats. They're moving that ball around. They seem very content to feed and grow. They know that that's exactly where they have to go for this program. For Matt Noon.
Yeah, they got to play both sides of the field too.
Right. So it's great. It's great to see it not be about I need the.
Right. Which you do see that sometimes with the older kids.
Well, we're also in season where both of those guys know what they're doing next year.
Sure.
They're not worried about.
Showing off to some college.
Right. Whether or not they got to keep a stick in their hands to impress somebody.
Yep.
Max off to UConn, Nick off to George Washington, and whether or not they play club or something else. I mean, this was this is the thing they've been able to do out of love rather than out of what I'll say, for lack of a better term, need.
But you hope most of them do that for that reason, because not many of them are going to make a living out of it.
Correct. Unless you're Chris Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Paul Rabel.
Right.
Yeah, not a lot of Paul Rabels dressed in Foxborough white
Few
today.
and far between, but with any sport, actually. You just hope they're out here having fun.
And staying healthy.
Right.
Which has been an issue for some of them.
Sure.
But absolutely right. As they come down the home stretch, you want to see them finishing out strong.
It's good to see them back out there after the year they've had.
Oh, the last year. Yeah. So it looks like we are switching things up for the fourth quarter. As we mentioned, Foxborough will no, Adesh is going back to net. That faked us out. I don't know if we'll see a change on that as we go along. But they are moving a bunch of other guys into different positions. Penders, Beagle, and Simino go to attack. Foley, Sullivan, and Grace, I believe. Although if he would turn a little bit, that would be nicer. I could actually see the number. That's not Grace. So Sullivan is taking the face off. Number 4, Finn Stapleton, is going to play long pole.
He played that when he was younger, so.
And then on defense, we are staying with Sullivan, Ricketts. Sullivan, Jansen, and Grace go to defense. Adesh stays in net.
Again, we're not that deep on the D side, so.
So these are good minutes for Grace and for Sullivan.
Grace plays that long stick midi most of the game.
Well, without Paul Andrews on the field, that gives them the depth that they need to keep that moving. So Stapleton with a nice poke over to Sullivan. Sullivan slashed, manages to keep possession. Penders with the ball. He pulls back out. They swing that wide up top to
Lincoln
Lincoln Moore playing at midi. Now over to Foley. To Moore, down to Sully Keneally. Sully to Penders. Penders. And here comes the goalie change. Sully Penders to Beagle. Nate Ehrman on his way to net. Nice job, Adam Adesh. They slide it around. Foley to Moore to Keneally. Keneally to Moore. Back out to Beagle. Beagle turns a corner, slots one high.
That's the other thing with this zone. You can't. It's tough to get the ball back because you're packed in. You're really not playing one-on-one. You're not doing any of the stick checking. So
Right.
we could sit with possession pretty much the whole time if they didn't push out.
Well, we are down to 10 minutes. We've managed to shave a couple here.
Which someone in the crowd was getting a little frustrated.
It did sound that way, didn't it?
It can be because if they're just going to sit in that zone, we can just pass it around.
New subs in for OA as well.
It's a tough spot for coach too. What do you do? Keep shooting and run the score up, or do you pass it around?
Oh, you
gotta keep playing.
Foley to Moore. To Sully Keneally to Penders across to Beagle. He seemed to have. Oh, there he is. I was going to say Brandon Simoneau. I lost Braden Simoneau, but it's because he was in the middle of the scrum.
Yeah.
Penders gets away, comes
Oh,
back
they got
to
him
him.
right there.
Sully
Oh.
Keneally over to Simoneau.
He swatted
Not
at it.
there. He swatted it, but he did have a bid.
He did.
It was a good shot, and that pass, to give credit where it's due, was from Ian Foley,
Tried to do the
not
old
from Sully Keneally.
hockey one-timer.
Beagle to Foley. Yeah.
That's nice, though. They're trying to get him.
It was the snow cone.
Yeah. It's good they're trying to set him up.
Absolutely.
There it
Penders.
is
He's
again.
got him. Not there. Simoneau's taken to the floor. There is a cost.
There's
at
a
this.
downside.
There is a cost at initiating the new kid.
Yeah, the OA kids aren't worried about him not scoring a goal yet.
No, they don't seem to have the same motivating factors that Foxborough boys do. They're perfectly fine to keep that from happening. Foley has it, gets away from him. Attack is on. Maintains possession. No, ball is loose. On the floor. Whoop. And that is going to be Brendan Cross goes to the ground. That's going to be on Lincoln Moore. Here comes the hit.
Called a penalty. He said he hit him high.
Well, he hit him.
Shoulders.
He hit him. Yeah. That's,
I like that. I mean, I don't
it's
think
not
that
the
was
definition of high to me, but
I understand they want to
but
keep the head out of it.
but
there
at
was
this
nothing
point-
there. Yeah, that was more of a. I think you're right there. I think it was more of a score dictated call.
Cross moving slowly back on the defensive end. Hopefully he is okay.
The clock is running too.
The clock is running. Yes, we're down below 8 minutes. 15-2. Hard thing, I think, for Foxborough, since they have this home away and they go right back at it tomorrow in Easton, is keeping it in a one game at a time approach.
Yeah, you got to get back
not
up.
looking past.
Got to get back up for it.
Not assuming that today is a reflection of anything that will happen tomorrow.
Nice
save by Nate Ehrman.
That was a nice
And
save.
the Foxborough faithful likes that play. Oh, but there's another bid, and that one shoots wide.
Yeah.
That shot by number 4, West Tower. OA maintains possession. Similar to interest in getting some of the freshmen scoring opportunities. Creighton blocked. Grace trying to get in there. Doesn't. Creighton comes away with the ball. Slides it low and wide. Bid by Ben Reardon.
That was a good save.
Here comes a picture of that save.
Down low.
Nice down low move.
That was a great save.
Excellent. Excellent work.
It's opposite side low. That's a tough save to make.
And with the ball, nice slotted pass. Slides wide.
He's moving.
That's shot number 6, Wyatt Frickman. Off a pass from Ross Carroll. Oh, and that is Foxborough ball. Just too bad for OA. That was a series of really good possessions there for them. Good look.
Yeah, they worked
Tony
that man
Sullivan
up well.
with the ball. He slides wide to Beagle. New man in. 14, Sully Keneally with the ball now. Pender seems to have slotted back up to midi. Beagle has stayed low on attack. He slides it down to Braden Simino. He gets poke checked, ball squirts loose, rattling around, field goal.
Should be white ball.
That looked like 3. That was a Sam Carpenter special. Simino with the ball. Nope, he's going to turn that over to Beagle for possession. Clock is running. We're at about 5 minutes. 15-2, Foxborough ball. That ball gets away. Penders with the recovery. Slots low to number 7, Lance Vandenboom. Now back out to Penders. To Vandenboom. Vandenboom slides wide up top to Keneally. Keneally over to Sullivan. Heavy freshman line out there now. Penders and Beagle at seniors. Vandenboom, Simino, Sullivan, and Keneally at freshmen. Nate Ehrman in goal as a freshman. Defense is a blend of juniors and freshmen. Ball is stolen on the pass. That pass gets away. Grace misses on the swing, but
Good
Jansen's
scoop.
there to scoop. Jansen on the move. Somebody gets stick up. There we go. Who's got the ball? Who's got the ball? And Foxborough has the ball. Keneally with the ball. He swings back up high to Penders.
It's
Under 4 to play. Penders to Beagle. Beagle swings through. Penders makes the cut. Not there. Simino in the middle, and Beagle loses the ball on the stick check. Keeper tosses high. It is caught by Oliver Ames.
I don't know who had that.
Don't think anyone had it. And that is, I'm going to call that one number 6.
It's a pass, so it's our ball.
I'm going to call that one number 6. So that's going to be Wyatt Frickman who makes the pass. Not connected. Foxborough ball. Ehrman with the ball. And here comes traffic. Woo! There it is. And
Perfect. Oh,
Foxborough somehow manages to come away with it in the offensive end.
perfect pass.
Beagle with the ball. And a little bit of
middle.
that.
Look middle.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Not there. Not there. He had him. They had him on the pass. They just weren't able to connect. Simino had a good look open in front of the net, but the pass was low and away. Just was a little bit too outside his comfort zone. OA looking to drive the ball up. They get the ball away as Wyatt Frickman manages to hold on and keep all of his teeth.
A little two-step down the sideline.
Got hit a couple times on the out-of-bounds move there. Manages to get that ball away and to OA. Shot, flag, and goal.
He had a couple slashes on the way through
You
there.
could hear him from up here, yeah. And that one is on number 6, Wyatt Frickman, his first in this game. Here it comes. See him come through. Tony gets him. Jansen gets him.
I think Markey's going for that one.
And who was it, 14? Sully Keneally would like to have gotten him.
Yeah.
He was trying. Sully Keneally having moved to – did he move to defense? I saw 14 on the camera, but –
Yeah, no, he's playing midi, I think.
But it's Grace on the on the line down here. So,
Jansen get the slash.
and with a minute and a half left to play, it is 15-3 here in Foxborough. OA comes away with the ball. Slots it low to Ross Carroll. Carroll sets it back up high. Shot is high. That is a shot by number 12, Jake Manthos. OA maintaining possession.
Got a couple coaches in the
Moving
crowd.
the ball around. That's very active scouting happening from the stands. And excellent clock management happening from the stands as well.
At least they're into it.
Remy Crichton keeps it. Dipsy-doos it. Makes like he's passing. Ricketts comes away with it. He's on the run. They're not going to catch him. He's moving too quickly. He manages to hold
going
possession.
to the cage.
He is thinking about it, isn't he?
He's going to the cage.
And that's what happens when a defenseman thinks too long about going to the cage.
That long pull's not easy to dipsy-do around people.
No. Remy Crichton with the ball.
They didn't call that a
They
slash.
did just call a slash.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if they maintain possession. There's a shot.
Nice
save by Ehrman. And that's going to do it.
That's a good save. That's a good job.
Wow, that's a great
He
finish
made a couple
there.
really nice
He
saves
really
in that fourth
did.
quarter. That was a good
I
job.
agree. Yeah, he looked he in really hard places.
And he was moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the ones that he missed the net, he was moving right. He was.
Here it comes right here. Let's see it. With time running out, slot, shot.
Nice job.
Stick save. Very nicely done by Nate Ehrman. Good job for the freshman. And with that, Foxborough picks up the win. It was 15-3, I believe. They've shut the board off now, but 15-3 is what I had on my count.
So we got OA tomorrow night at OA. What's next week look like?
At
That's what I was
OA.
trying to take a peek
I
at.
knew you were going to ask me that. And let's see if I can answer it.
I know you can.
You have faith in me that may not be deserved. All right, but I can answer it. So next week we have 3. We had 3 this week. We have 3 next week. Next week we have versus Cohasset.
They're usually very good.
That'll be a real challenge for us. And then we have 2 against Stoughton, home and away, on the 26th and the 28th.
Back to our Hockomock League.
Correct. Back to the Davenport. And so that's on, let's see, that's the 24th, the 26th, and the 28th, which if I read this right means we will be back here on the 26th, definitely, and the 24th if we get more details about what time that game is,
Cohasset
which
game's
we
gonna be
don't
a good
have. So this was a great game if you were interested in watching fancy offense.
Yeah.
You had some great moves and great plays here. You saw Foxborough work hard to pick apart the zone. Be interesting to see what OA comes back with tomorrow. Yeah, great effort, great attack here. 6 goals by Connor Noon, 3 from Jack Avery, 4 from Lincoln Moore, goals from Tony Sullivan and Finn Stapleton as well. Solid face-off work, good goalkeeping play, excellent work with the long poles on the defensive end, whether they were shooting or not.
Yeah, that we can work on that.
But an educational opportunity for all of our fans from across the globe to learn about forestry in lacrosse with detwigging. Nice. We'll come up with a new term for you next week.
Perfect.
But in the meantime, thank you for joining us. I'm Kevin Penders. I've been joined by Rob Kerrigan. Rob.
Thank you.
And for those of you who watched, appreciate it. And we will see you soon. Foxborough takes the win 15-3 here at Sam Burns. Have a great night. Thank you to Foxborough Cable Access, as always. Mike Weber, Mike Everson, Scott Daniels, and then our other volunteers that are working on the cameras, Netta Jury Penders, Don Stapleton, Donnie Cotter, John Avery. I think I got everybody. And if I didn't, they'll let me know, and I'll give them double kudos next time. So, have a great week, everyone. Take care. Thanks so much.